I've spent my entire life trying to understand why people did the worst things they could possibly imagine in the service of their dogmatic beliefs. And so I think that that's not good, seriously. And I'm no fan of moral relativism. So we're on the same page there. Now, but what I noticed when you wrote The Moral Landscape is you tell it, and I'm not trying to trap you, you tell a story about, it looks to me like it's a story about heaven versus hell, essentially. Let me use that language momentarily. But it's also a story about good versus evil. And this is why. It's because the question is, what's bad about hell? Now, you say the suffering. It's like, fair enough, man. True enough, but not true enough. So in Dante's vision...
What's also bad about hell? In addition to the suffering.
The actions that put you there, the malevolence that generates
it. Okay, but that's part of the suffering. So
no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not the same as the suffering. It's not the having your hand cut off. It's the pleasure that's derived by the person who cut it off. And that is a different thing.
That's more. But that's part of my picture.
Well, but wait, it's an important. The distinction is important. For example,
but Jordan, my picture of the moral landscape includes all of this. It includes everything that, and this is why I don't readily answer to the name of utilitarian or consequentialist, because the way those views tend to be taught, they tend to take as in the tally of consequences, you leave out the psychological implications of being the sort of person who would have sought those consequences or behaved that way, right? So I would grant you, and I'm explicit about this whenever I talk about this, that part of the picture of any consequentialist discussion of well-being it's everything about the human mind and social relationships and societies born of all the individuals living together. Everything there that leads to different states of consciousness. So it's like you having negative intentions towards other people that give you that produce certain negative actions in the world. Those intentions themselves are part of the consequential picture. Those intentions themselves close the door to certain kinds of positive mental states that you don't have. Let's say you don't have compassion because you wake up every morning just trying to figure out how to manipulate people. Well, not being able to feel compassion for other people is a bad thing for many reasons we could adduce. And yet the usual consequentialist picture just looks at what's happening out in the world in terms of the body count, and that's not, it's all part of this picture. We're all talking. Anything that can possibly affect a conscious mind anywhere is part of the picture that I'm painting, that I'm calling the moral landscape.